First video that he was involved in, right, is it's him
I found
in
it.
his living room in a chair, and a woman is using a small yellow-handled screwdriver. I don't know why I remember the color of the screwdriver.
Yeah, I
but
don't
it really
know
fucked
either.
me up. And she starts sounding him with it. And sounding, for those of you that are unfamiliar, is where you insert something into someone's urethra. And it's the same guy because she mutilates his penis. And you see that mutilated penis in the One Man, One Jar video.
This is episode 107 of the Scheuneman Show. Welcome
back.
to it, guys. We've got a lot to get into in a short amount of time.
My bad.
And so
Cut it there.
we'll get right into it. Lots happened over the past week. A lot of personal stuff. A lot of business stuff. You know, we're in talks with. Well, first of all, let me get into. Go and check out Scheunemanbrand.com because we've got two wonderful collections of beautiful clothing, and you can read all about why we designed it the way we did.
And what collections are those, Julian?
It's the Stone Collection and the Foundation Collection. We might adjust the name of the Foundation Collection because a couple people in the team don't like that name. So you never know. You might see that change coming up soon. But the lookbook is out now. It's brand new, and you can learn all about each and every design. And go check out just the amazing deals you can get on the highest quality of clothing that you've ever seen or felt before in your life. I'm currently wearing the Shattered Butterfly outfit, and I'll tell you, these jeans are the most comfortable jeans I've ever put on my body. And this hoodie is just a perfect, nice, lightweight hoodie that just, it looks and feels nice. I took it out on the town last night and got pretty fucked up in it. And I still feel great. It's the perfect outfit for a hangover, a nice dinner with your family, a date, or any kind of outing.
Day out at the park.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, like and comment. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Scheuneman Brand. Make sure you follow Matt Demon or Matty D Traps on Instagram because he's going to start posting now.
I am.
And lots coming.
You know, you got to go get you a pair of Scheuneman and just see for yourself on why Scheuneman is the finest.
Rock some Scheuneman, listen to some Matt Demon, have a great time.
Do you guys want to hear about the story of the Speedway brick puncher, or do you guys want to hear about the stupid mistake I made over the last weekend?
Let's hear about what dumb shit you did first.
Yeah. I'll go with that one.
I'm not shy to talk about my mistakes, my trials and tribulations.
I guess that's part of the show, right? I mean, you gotta
It's about our success and our failures.
crawl out of our skin sometime.
Yeah, I mean, I've been crawled out of my skin. You know, they took skin away from me right as I was born.
God.
Same.
So I've been just out of my shell for a long time. I don't know what that means. But anyway, so I would say a couple days after, I think this was like maybe Friday or Saturday, I decided at like 2 a.m. to change my phone password.
Oh, again?
I swore, like, usually when I change my phone password, what I'll do is I might write it down somewhere, but usually I just say it over and over again in my head, because if I can say it a bunch of times, my brain will remember it, and then I'll type it in a few times, just get used to the finger, movements and everything. And I did that a little bit less than I typically do. Like, I probably said it 15 less times and typed it in a couple less times because I just did it kind of randomly because I like to switch it up every now and then. And so I changed my phone password, and I was rocking with it. I put it in a couple times. I used it. It functioned. And
Why do you even use a password with your Face ID?
Well, with my Face ID, that's typically what I am using.
Yeah.
Which is where we get into the issue.
I don't use Face ID.
So I don't even know if you can set it to. Well, first of all, yeah, I don't think you can only have Face ID.
I don't think
So you have to also have a password.
You don't need your password to unlock it, right?
But if your phone turns off, or if you accidentally put it in wrong, you now need your face to do it. So if your phone turns off, or I think like every so often maybe it'll just require you to put your password in just to like make sure you're still you or something.
Is this the right owner?
So I wasn't really used to using this new password because I use my Face ID so often, and the new like Face ID works so much better than I used to. So I had the password for a couple days, and then one day I'm at work and it just hits me, like it dawns on me. I was like, "Fuck, what's my password?" I was like, "What is it?" And I thought I had the word in my mind, and I type it in wrong. I was like, "Fuck." And you know, like when you can't think of something and it's like you can just feel like, oh God, like that information is just completely gone.
Yeah.
But the weirdest thing is like it's somewhere. It's in your brain somewhere. Like you knew it at one point. Like all you have to do is like figure a way to like find it in your brain or like dust the fact off. But it's just lost in the ether.
I mean, it sucks, but honestly, you just gotta give yourself a day, bro, and it'll just hit you at random.
Give myself a day without a phone,
bro. It sucks, but like,
it's not even like if it was just like
not with just the phone scenario.
I couldn't work,
but like
I couldn't like communicate with people about like brand stuff. I couldn't like schedule anything. I can't do anything. Like, and I use GPS like for everything. Like,
well, you have in that case. What happened with the computer? You didn't. You can connect it to your computer and get into it, can't you?
I don't think you can do that.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think it works like that because.
So you have to take it to a phone carrier like place.
Well, so I can't remember the password, and I'm like, I give myself like a few hours of like trying to calm down and think about it. I was like, it's like what could it be? But then once you get into that mode of like being like I don't remember, like I feel like it becomes harder, like because you start. I don't know, I guess like convincing yourself that you don't know it, and then you get further and further away from what it is, I guess. Because like, I think my best chance of remembering it was like right when I thought that I had forgot it, if that makes sense. Like, like once you guess a couple different options, I feel like now it's just like, oh, you're fucked. And the other thing is the way I do my passwords is like, sometimes it'll just be like literally a typed out sound. Yeah. Like at one point, my password was like squab it.
Why?
Like it'll just be like the most because like you're never gonna be like, oh, what's like you're never gonna guess squab it. But it'll be literally when I'm making a password like something that just shits out in my brain. And this time I knew it was a word, and I knew like kind of like the letters that it ended in, but I couldn't figure it out. And so I was like, shit, what am I gonna do? And I tried to do like what you said, like give it some time and like just keep my Face ID working. And so I like set it up so that my phone like will never like lock itself.
Yeah, make sure it stays alive and everything.
Yeah, and so I did that, and then like it got to the point where I think I had tried to like change my password, and I was I didn't want to lock myself out of my phone, so I was attempting to like change the password. But even when you try to change the password, you only have so many attempts until like it does something. Like I think it's like 10, a few more than you do when you're trying to unlock it. And so I had put too many wrong passwords in to change it. So then it started requiring me to even like get into the phone. It made the connection of like, oh, this dude's putting the password wrong here. Yeah. So we need to like make sure, like we need to make him put the password in to get to the phone next. Like the Face ID like shut off. And so I was like, shit.
That's shit, yeah.
And so I was like, when I couldn't think of the password, I was literally using my phone because I was still in it to like think about, like I was Googling, what do you do? And the shit that I ended up finding was people were like, yeah, if you really can't remember it, you kind of have to like go on your, thank God I have a Mac, because they were saying like you have to go on your Mac or like log into iCloud and then erase that device.
Yeah.
So that like it pretty much resets it as a new phone. And so I was like, fuck it, I guess I'll have to do that. And so I go in and I erase my device, but what I didn't read about was that when you erase your device, you lose your phone number. Oh. Like it resets your cellular. Mm-hmm. And so like I didn't expect that. I didn't read about that. So it just like threw me off when I had erased it and then reset it back up and like backed it up and everything. Yeah. And so I had all my apps and my photos, but then like the last step, it was like, all right, so now you have to, there's like 2 options of what you can do to like pretty much back up your phone number. And until you do that, your phone number it was weird because it treated it like my phone was like a new phone since I erased it. Yeah. So it was like, you get your old phone that had the 425 number, turn it on, no, it was like turn on the phone that has the 425 number and like make sure it's on and close to your new phone, which is it's the same phone.
Yeah.
So it's like acting like I have a new phone and I don't have my number anymore, so I don't have like the ability to like text people that don't have iPhones or like use the phone without Wi-Fi. And so I was like, shit. And I like realized like, oh fuck, now I'm gonna have to like go to Verizon now.
Yeah, you gotta.
And so
take more time out and.
Yeah, it really fucked me up for the day, and like, I ended up like having to go to Verizon and like get it all set up, and that took like hours, and like they were saying that like when you erase your phone the way I did, they give you like a choice of whether or not you want to erase your like eSIM, I think is what it's called. Mm-hmm. I swear it never gave me that option. Like it might have, but I don't think it ever was like, do you want to erase your eSIM or no? Because now instead of having a physical SIM card in your phone, you have like a electronic version.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. More of a signal now than a physical card.
Yeah, and so like my 2 options were to like do turn on the phone thing,
which is wicked. That's how I get new phones. I don't go through my carrier. I'll go buy a phone, take my SIM card, transfer it, and then it's my phone.
I think, but like you can can transfer them because, like I said, like if you actually are switching to a new phone, all you have to do is get the old phone, have it open, like on,
like get the app or
and next to your new phone, and I guess it does some like fucking transfer, vicinity transfer. But yeah, it was a pain in the ass, and
bro, it's like that's a good way. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't have the most brand new phone, but it was a way for me to get like a close to the newest phone, like because iPhones are coming out with a fucking new one every fucking year or 5 months or something, bro.
Yeah, I want to know
half a year. It don't even matter.
Kind of funny. Fucking, I have currently the newest iPhone. I got the iPhone 15. You feel me with the fancy C hole. I don't use Face ID. Like
I don't either
at all.
You don't even have it turned on?
No, I never set it up with this phone.
Why?
I would just rather like punch in a numeric code every time to get into my phone. Dude, it feels more secure. It really just does.
I miss the fingerprint though.
Your eyes have to be open. You can't do the whole like while you're asleep thing. Like I prefer the face. It works so well.
It is. It's clean. It's convenient. But then like
you know what's crazy? I've been so fucked up or so tired that my Face ID didn't work. Like I've been like one time I was like super fucking drunk, and I'm just like. I'm like trying to open my phone and it's just like this isn't you, bro.
This isn't
come
you.
back, bro. Come back.
And they'll be like
been stolen. Oh,
there's a thing where like you know how when you go into your photos you can like separate them by like the people that are in it.
Yeah.
Like it's not just me. There's a couple of other people I have pictures of that it'll do this with. But like there's like a photo album of me like sober. And like a photo album and it thinks it's a different person and it's like me fucked up.
That's funny.
Or like tired or whatever.
I always wonder about like people who have like big ass beards or like long ass hair and they get a haircut. Do they have to like change their face idea?
I bet it'll
look different, bro.
1,000%.
But I think it focuses mostly on like your eyes and your like your facial format. It's weird technology though.
Well, what about like all right, like I don't know. Like eyebrow trims and everything, bro. Like, what if you get a full-on fucking facial, bro?
I mean, exactly.
Like if you had just received a facial and then you try to log in with that.
It's like, nah, bro, this ain't you, bro.
Wipe that shit off. Wipe
that shit off.
You ain't checking your emails right now.
Crazy. Clean yourself up, you monster. No, but then, so that was something crazy. And, yeah, but I still to this day I can't. You say give it a day, I can't remember it.
Well, you said you had the
Gone.
Face ID still working, so like give it a day to think. But like,
No, but I still can't think of it today.
Oh,
like
yeah,
I was thinking, I was on when I had forgot it. Like I was on low sleep from the night before, and so I thought like, oh, maybe like if I get good sleep, I'll end up remembering it, and I'll kind of regret going through this whole process. Yeah. But no, I can't think of it. Like I really can't. And so that was the thing that I had
need to keep
do.
a side password, and what you need to do is create a separate password for your notes. So whenever you need it, whenever you're able to get it in your phone and you need that password, it's in your locked notes.
I've so rarely had this happen. I don't think it's actually ever been this bad because like I do have a way of remembering it, and typically I will like write it in my notes or something. But yeah, it was fucking stressful, and I ended up like when I went to Verizon, I'm under my family plan, so I had to go with my mom, and then my mom brought my nephew, and like
the whole family showed up. We had a fucking
and then like the people there were like such good salespeople. They ended up like convincing my mom to like buy a new phone.
Bro, what?
Damn.
Like, it ended up being. It took so long.
Fucking thing.
And
What
so
did she get?
she's like a fucking
Samsung, like
Android.
Android.
She got that like bullshit with like the little DS cursor.
Little stylus.
Bro,
Yeah.
my mom has a fucking like one of the edges. Have you ever seen one of those? The phone with the edge screen, and it like shows like your messages on the side or something like that. Bro, she has one of those or had one of those, and it like broke over time. And she's had that thing, bro, since like I shit you not, like 2016, 15. She's had that phone for years, bro. And she still like was trying to go get just the screen replaced, and they were still talking like $400 just for the screen because it's a special
crazy.
screen.
You can
The
get
edge
those
is
people in
crazy.
the mall, and they'll do it for like $100.
Bro, I was like,
Literally.
oh, bro.
Dude, I saw someone last night. Somebody I was like going out with, like not like dating or like, but we went out. And their phone is like they have like an older phone, and they're like the back of it's like torn off, and you can see the battery.
Oh yeah,
Like,
bro,
there's
it's
like a
wicked.
circular, like right here. There's like a circular battery thing. It looks like a fucking solar panel, and you could see it. And like she just had her phone like face. Like the back was
That's
like
gotta
on
be
a
a
puddle
meme,
of
bro.
water. I was like, bro, your shit's gonna explode.
That's gotta be like a meme for like like the what are those like?
Yeah.
What the
What
fuck
is
is that, bro?
I've seen
Apple Care, bitch.
I've seen fucked up screens. I've never seen somebody with like a torn off.
How bad
back.
can you get, bro?
Yeah.
Bro, fucking Jonah. I know both of you. I think pretty sure know Jonah. He the back of his iPhone that he had for a long time had just straight holes in that bitch. Like he had that little iPhone. Oh fuck, which one was it? The new small one. Which was the new small one, like the XR Mini or something?
yeah.
Oh yeah, that was
13 Mini,
what
something
you're
like
talking
that.
about.
He had that. And fucking dope little phone, dude. But it was just covered in cracks and holes, and
Bro,
the whole shit was.
How
just
did he make
fucked.
that function, bro? Like cutting your finger and shit, bro.
He never did. He never did. I would ask him all the time, how are you not lacerating your fucking hand open daily, hourly, really?
bro.
And he's just, no,
Over here
dude,
playing a fucking video game like
no
it's
problem. I don't give a fuck.
I know this.
He has a new phone now.
You're right.
I know a person with those phones that like fold. Like
Yeah,
they flip
The
open.
Z
screen
folds.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
Yeah,
crazy.
those look so cool, bro.
Yeah.
It's
bro.
weird because the screen like it's like all one piece.
Imagine how much it is to
It's, like,
repair
has, like, a
that.
bendy thing. I was, bro, this person we're talking about has like 4 phones. Like they're not all functioning, but she has like 4 fucking phones. She has the folding one. She has like 2 iPhones. She has like all kinds of shit.
I need a new phone.
I was like, that's a red flag.
That's a red flag.
I was like, you have 4 fucking phones. And like a
Trapper,
couple of them
it's the
function.
daily, it's the
Yeah.
connector, it's
One for the hose and one
the,
for the
bro,
load.
you know?
And then there was so this one's a quick one. I had the story of the brick puncher at Speedway. So I when like on my way to my girlfriend's house, like whenever I go there, I pass a Speedway, and I recently have been put on to the fact that Speedways carry Krispy Kreme donuts.
Ooh.
Certain ones. It's weird. Like some of them, if they're good, they have Krispy Kreme donuts, and then some of them have their own shitty Speedway donuts. Yeah. This one has Krispy Kreme. So I'll stop there to get energy drinks for the next day and for the week, and then like I'll get donuts because I'm a fat ass. And so I've gotten to know the people there, and there's like 2 guys that work the shift that I come in on, and one of them is like this young kid, and like he's always like saying some stuff that's like a bit off, like just those people like just a little bit off, like something's not wired correctly. And this one night I go in there and I'm like talking to him, and like they'll always like ask me how the brand's going and shit, and like so he was asking me about that, and I was like, yeah, this is happening, we're doing this, and then all of a sudden he's like, you see those bricks out there? You know how like there'll be like the light pole, and then they'll have bricks around them.
Yeah.
So he's like, you see those bricks out there? I was like, yeah. He's like, you know they're hollow, and I was like, you sure? Like, I was like, so you tell me like I could just like crash into one like and just do it easily? And he's like, I was punching it earlier and it felt hollow. And I was like, I don't know. And he started to doubt himself as I was doubting him. And he's like, yeah, I don't know. And so I buy my shit, and then like I get a text as I'm walking out. And, like, she's like, hey, can you pick up shells too? I was like, oh, good timing, because I was literally about to leave. Went and got the shells, and then he walks out with me. And I'm like, hey, what are you doing? He's like, I'm just checking something. And I get in my car and I look at him, and he's like cocking a punch up. He's looking at the bricks. He's cocking a punch up, and he just fucking swings like 4 times on the bricks.
He perked out.
And he's like, they're not hollow. He's like shaking his head. His knuckles are bleeding and shit. I was like, bro, you're fucked up. And he's like, it's cool. I'll just call off work for tomorrow. I was like, I don't know if you can call off work because you punched bricks.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah, buddy, why can't you come in today?
Yeah, dude. I was like, that's the craziest shit I've ever seen. And then that same night, I'm at the apartment, and I'm sitting on the couch in the living room, and this is like 3 a.m, and all of a sudden, I see out the corner of my eye, I see a fucking, like a strange, like 45, 50-year-old lady at 3 a.m. walking past the back door wearing like a robe and slippers.
Okay.
And I'm like, that's strange. Like, is she just wearing a robe and slippers? She looks like out of it. And then she passes the window. I see her in her purple robe. And then behind her, like close behind her, is like a fully dressed like African American male wearing like a puffer jacket and jeans, like fully dressed, walking with this like, and he's much younger than her, and she's like, she looks like she just got out the shower, out of bed, and he looks like he just got back from the club or something.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm like, why the fuck is she just like walking around in a bathrobe and slippers? And I thought it was strange, and it's like. And so I'm like, that's weird. And then like an hour and a half passes by, and then she comes back from the direction, like she was walking this way, and then like an hour and a half later, she comes back from the way she was walking. It's like, what were you doing out there at 3 a.m. in your bathrobe for an hour and a half? What, like, and like, have you left? Were you in the car? Like, why are you awake right now? With her? Yeah, like they went and did something for an hour and a half and then came back. And I was like, I don't think you did anything good. Like just now, like you've done something bad. It was like, I don't know. It was maybe it was one of those things you had to be there, but it was just like so strange. Like bathrobe and slippers and like straight out of bed, and she like looked like kooky. And just like the guy, like completely different vibe than her, and then like I'm convinced they probably fucked in the car for like an hour.
Lord willing,
maybe.
But yeah, that's like some of the things that I've been going through for the past week. Other things, Eminem's new song was fucking.
Oh
sick.
Yeah,
I haven't heard it yet. I heard he dissed Megan Thee Stallion.
This is a reach.
Well, I don't know. Apparently, so M might have some stuff going on with Steve Stout, and Steve Stout used to be my boss. You're gonna want to get hip. He owns United Masters. He owns a whole lot of stuff. The ASAP Rocky said, Steve Stout knows what I'm talking about. Fucking at the end of Lamborghini High.
I love Lamborghini High. I've never heard that part.
It's the end of the song.
That doesn't. Maybe he's like.
Steve Stout knows what I'm talking about. Nah, Steve Stout's fucking huge. Shout out Steve Stout.
That's crazy.
But I haven't watched videos breaking down the whole thing yet, and I haven't even heard the song, but I'm seeing Steve Stout face getting put next to Megan's and like Eminem's in like the middle of the two of them. So apparently he's implicated in some fashion with the whole thing. I have no idea. I'm going to get hip on that.
You always know these like crazy like background.
Yeah, he
like,
knows
story things about like industry type subject. Like it's just
I know
like,
people.
it's just like what the fuck.
I
Like,
do this.
dog food and Lowe's and like military stuff, and then
Depot.
like Steve Stout and
Oh yeah,
I
the music industry and the military industrial complex. I could talk for days. I could talk for days.
I mean, from my perspective, not knowing about any of that, is this song was like so appealing to like if you've been an Eminem fan like since the beginning type thing, like he was like so many references to like Without Me, Lose Yourself, like all of his classics, and like he's definitely trying to put out the vibe that like this next album is gonna be like a Slim Shady like OG fucking classic album. Like he's fucking spitting. They had Shane Gillis and Pete Davidson in the music video, which is insane to me.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? Like they both had cameos.
I love Shane Gillis. Dude.
Yeah,
Tires
right?
was so funny.
I still need to see it.
Dude, watch
I
Tires.
really want to see that.
So funny.
I heard it's like a better Office.
Oh, really?
Like got like dudes at the fucking shop, a version of The Office.
I don't like The Office. I loved Tires. I thought Tires was so funny.
Yeah, it looks like it's hilarious. But yeah, when I saw Shane Gillis in the music video, I was like, no fucking way. That's a cameo and a half. And like I love the song. I'm excited for the album. I would recommend giving it a listen. But like the thing about Megan Thee Stallion, he was just like doing what Slim Shady does. He's just like name dropping people and making fun of them kind of. He was doing kind of, in my opinion, I know for a fact about one of these things, but I think I'm right about the other. But I think the bar about Megan Thee Stallion was like a double entendre about, it's something like if I were to like collab with Megan Thee Stallion, you really think I'd have a shot at the feat? Or something like that. So what?
Oh, here's
like
the Tory Lanez reference.
Yeah,
okay,
it's a double
heard.
entendre. It's for sure mentioning that, but I also have a theory that he's also like the double entendre part of it is, well, kind of triple entendre because he's talking about the Tory Lanez thing. He's talking about getting a feature from her and collaborating, and he's also, in my opinion, talking about it, like coming on her feet. Because the way the song is and the way Slim Shady is,
What?
get a shot at the feet. And he's like, the way he says it is like, it almost sounds like he's like saying like, oh, if we collabed, do you think we'd like hook up, kind of thing. But he's also clearly referencing the Tory Lanez thing. But I thought about the cum shot on the feet before I realized the Tory Lanez thing. Just the way he says it. You listen to it and let me know.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to listen to Houdini.
Yeah, it's a good
Well,
one.
I took it almost as like come to the bottom because he's so up top, like high, like good ass rapper.
You never know.
Come to the.
Tory didn't shoot her in the foot.
That's what
You don't think so? Oh wait, no. It's been so long. It's been so long since I thought about the subject that I actually forget like not only things about it, but what my opinion on it was. But now that I'm trying to think about it, I do think
I remember
that I was thinking it was like not. It didn't happen.
So
but let me hear your hot take.
here's the weird shit, right, with the whole thing. So Megan Thee Stallion's in the car with, I believe, Kylie Jenner, or one of the Jenners for sure. And of course, right, because bad shit.
I think it was Kylie.
Them. I'm pretty sure it was Kylie. And they're also in the car with Tory. They said, so Tory was trying to bang. Megan starts goofing on him. He pulls out his gun on some little man syndrome and pops a shot off in the car that apparently bounced around, hit her in the foot. Now, that's what they said.
Theory.
But I don't believe that shit because when you see Megan hopping on one foot out the car, I mean, you see the broken glass and shit. They pulled glass out of her foot, and apparently a bullet shell or casing or something. They lost the bullet. Still had the glass.
Funny how that happened.
Exactly. Now, Megan's with Rock Nation, and, Jay-Z been real quiet since this whole Diddy shit happened. I love Hove. I would hate to hear that he's implicated, but also when you get that...
50 Cent was clowning.
When you get that big, you feel me? I don't know, bro. I don't know. But anyway, so Tory go to court. Tory get convicted of shooting her in the foot. There's this crazy video of Tory Lane's dad talking about fuck Ho, fuck Rock Nation. Somebody talk to me. We need a retrial, yada, yada, yada. This is bullshit. And I saw some people shitting on Tory father initially for that video, but like, I don't know, bro. I'm kind of in the same spot to where it's like I don't think he like really popped her in the foot. I really don't, because it's like, where did the bullet go? This is such a high-profile case, bro. How do we lose track of literally anything at any point?
Why would Tory Lanez think he could get away with shooting such a high value, well-known person in the foot? Why would he shoot her
in front of Kylie?
But also,
Jenner?
two things. Number one, I do think Diddy is like the hip hop Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, he is, yeah.
Like he literally was like
Jeff,
he would bring so many people to those parties, and I bet he was doing crazy weird shit, and like he would try to get other people around him to do weird shit to have stuff on them. Like that's like I feel like once these rappers get big, like they have to find ways to be like still thugging it in their opinion, so they can like live what they talk about. Like for example, like apparently G Herbo likes to scam, and Diddy likes to fucking get blackmail on people. Like they want to be gangster in the ways that they can, and it really gives off the vibe like whether or not like Jeffrey Epstein was doing it off some spy shit. Like he clearly like worked for the fucking government, but like I don't know if Diddy was on that. I think Diddy was more of just like for personal gains. Like let me get dirt on everybody that I can, especially because I'm doing weird shit. So if I'm doing weird shit around them, they've got to also do weird shit. But then secondly, more about what we're talking about, like why would she fake it though? Why would it be made up?
I don't know.
What's there to gain?
Publicity.
I mean, yeah, I was about to say, like, the whole Kardashian Jenner family, like, literally everything they do is a business move. Yeah. Every fucking, like, growing up in that family must be hellish. Because, like, once you're, like, a baby, you're, like, your whole life is, like, fucking, like, a business move. Mm-hmm. Like, fucking, that mom, what's the mom? Who is it again?
Kris Jenner is mom. My bad.
Yeah.
Make sure.
So she's just gives me the vibe that like she pulls all the fucking strings. Like I feel like she like with the whole sex tape with Kim Kardashian, for example. Like she was probably like in Kim's ear, like this is a good business move. Like you got to do this. Like get fucked. It'll go crazy publicity. Like. But I don't know why, like, of all things to do for publicity, like, why would you get some guy locked up and say that he shot you? Kris Jenner gives me, like, big CEO vibes, but she's CEO in it with her family. But, yeah, I just don't know. I don't necessarily believe that it went down how she was saying it went down, but I also can't think of why you would make it up. Like, it just, what's there to gain other than, publicity? But, like, there's got to be more.
Wait, was Kris famous before the kids, or were the?
Honestly, I can't even track back how like they're all famous. Like I know like Rob Kardashian, he was like a famous lawyer, wasn't he?
Caitlyn a tennis player or Olympian or something?
So Bruce Jenner was was an Olympic level athlete. Robert Kardashian is Robert Kardashian worked on the O.J. Simpson trial.
Yeah. But he was already like famous at that point because like that like wasn't he was working on that case because like he was tight with OJ, right? I
think he was tight with the league. Might have been what it was.
Holy shit! It's crazy that OJ died.
I know.
Isn't that crazy?
He did it.
Like no. Oh, for a second I thought you said like he didn't die.
Oh, no, he's dead. I'm just saying he did it.
No, for sure.
Well, didn't he come out and say he did?
He wrote a book that's called "If I Did It," and the "if" is small. Like if you see the cover art of the book, it says like it looks like that's how it is. And then he like goes on to like explain exactly how he would have / did do it, and it's like, bruh. That's not a great move.
Not a great move.
And then he also like, you know how he like got arrested or almost got arrested in Vegas for holding people up like to get his memorabilia. Like he was trying to like get his own memorabilia, so he fucking like.
What's a different color? If I did it.
Well, there's a bunch of different versions. There's one that literally like in the biggest font, boldest font you can imagine, it says "I did it," and then there's like a tiny little "if." Which like
it's good marketing.
I mean, you could say that the only reason he did it that way was to like get people like tweaking, but
could have been a publicist's decision too. That might not have even been like a him call.
Yeah. Well, apparently, I just almost completely changed subjects with no warning at all. I just remembered the thing about Houdini. Apparently, it's like his biggest like streamed song, like or streamed like debut. Like it's like one of his biggest songs ever, like first day or first week.
Okay, let's
like
go
it's
on
already surpassed like I think it might be like the first 24 hours or first week, like just those numbers. Obviously, it hasn't surpassed like his songs that have been out for fucking decades, but
Not like us broke records.
as far as like his like songs, like what they did numbers wise and like the first day or week or whatever, this is like highest. It's crazy, but I'm super hyped for that fucking album. What do you think? What's like while I look at one of these notes I have, what do you think the craziest video you guys have ever seen is?
Oh, in what context though?
Like, okay, I'll give you mine and then it might help you like think about yours. So
And I'm gonna go in the same.
well, yeah, you can, but like, okay, the craziest video I've ever seen by far, and I've seen like I used to go on like I'm not a creep or anything, but I used to go on Best Score. Like me and my friends would look up fucked up shit, and that website is fucked up, like full of like beheadings and like people falling off skyscrapers. I've seen a guy slip and hang on a like scaffolding and then like fall to the floor and like plummet and just like explode into a mist of blood. Even still, this is the craziest video I've ever fucking seen. It's these girls and like probably like ranging from like 16 to 18, 19, like young girls just laughing and like acting like they're just driving, partying, have a good time. And they're running people over like on the sidewalk, like 4 or 5 different people. Like they would just like be driving fast and then they'd like swerve, just smash into somebody and then like GTA. And they're just laughing their asses off. Like, like it's the best time they've ever had. And it's like the most insane video I've ever seen because like they're the most psychotic people because you can tell like they just think it's hilarious. And none of them look concerned or like remorseful at all. Like they're just straight up like like and they just do it over and over again. It's the most insane shit I've ever fucking seen.
It sounds insane, but like, do you know what happened to them afterwards?
I hope they got thrown under the jail.
Yeah, of course.
Like it's insane. Like, and there's a video of them just like loving it.
Fucking one of the more okay. There's a website out there. There's Best Gore, of course, but fucking there's another one called eFucked, which is like fucked up meme porn. Almost, right?
Oh my God.
I've seen a lady, I don't get the physics of this, right? Which is why I'm bringing it up because I'm so confused about this still. It's been perplexing me for years. She puts a vape in her pussy and she takes a fat ass rip off the vape with her pussy and then this giant cloud of smoke just protrudes from within her. And I just didn't know women could smoke with their vaginas.
I knew they could like shoot shit out of them.
I know
but
people
like,
can like drink from their ass and
She's
shit.
kegling so hard that she was hitting her vape with her pussy.
Shout out Jackass, but
what do you think that feels like?
I don't know. That's pretty up there. They have another one where it's like that's a little spider. Hello, little spider. It's like a fucking.
Wow.
Now it's nothing. There's a guy in an inflatable T-Rex costume with a strap on the front of him, riding one of those hoverboard things with 2 wheels, and he's just fucking this girl in the suit.
think all the gnarly shit is like the mainstream shit I've heard. Probably like the jar, like the guy putting a jar up his ass and it breaking, and then you just see fucking blood just.
This isn't even the one I'm talking.
Fucking girl that put goldfish in her vagina.
A sequel video, One Man, One Jar, is a follow-up video to a precursory video. Oh, dude.
Bro, I'm not kidding.
Dude, the One Man, One Jar guy.
This isn't even it, but this is like the kind of vibe that it is. Like it's insane. Like this is a different one.
Oh my God.
And if you have the audio on, they're like laughing and
It's
shit.
hurting people.
But like
so
the
dumb.
one I've seen was like at night. Like they're just and they hit multiple
Christ.
people. Like it's
Bro,
actually so nuts.
Little deep internet lore there for you. One
But-
Man, One Jar guy, right?
That's
Oh.
The first video that he was involved in, right, is it's him
I found
in
it.
his living room in a chair, and a woman is using a small yellow-handled screwdriver. I don't know why I remember the color of the screwdriver.
Yeah, I
but it
don't know
really fucked
either.
Me up. And she starts sounding him with it. And sounding, for those of you that are unfamiliar, is where you insert something into someone's urethra. And like, it's the same guy, because she mutilates his penis, and you see that mutilated penis in the One Man, One Jar video. It's the psychology of the people that do those things. I can't even imagine.
You can't hear, but they're laughing like it's hilarious. Like, and we're just watching the video of like, and it's like probably blurred out and shit, but like, and they just do it multiple fucking times. It's so insane.
Are cars like following them and shit, like just trying to stop them? Bro.
Oh,
like, and they're laughing. They're like, ha!
so
Like, bro, like, how do you get that crazy?
how do you record yourself doing something so heinous?
Yeah,
It's just a casual thing.
and like, and Facebook Live is crazy because you'll like
Prison.
You start seeing like I've seen videos of people like trying to like act all hard and hood and they'll like be arguing with people in their comment section and then they like walk up on a stranger and like start like being like, don't look at me, bitch, like I'll up it on you. And he's like, bro, I'm not scared of you. Like, bitch, get like just threatening him. And he's like, the other guy's just trying to be like, bro, just chill out. And then he just shoots him and he's like, pussy. Like, it's like, it just brings crazy like demons out of people. Like, and then there's that one video of in Chicago where those, I think it's like a couple guys and a couple girls, and they're like fucking around with a gun, and like the person in the back seat's like pointing at someone, and he's like, "Bro, chill, bro." And he's like, and the girl's like, "It's not even fucking loaded," and just fucking shoots his head, like, and he dies. Like, it's people are crazy, dude. And
Social media is the devil.
it really is. It's just it's crazy what like this shit does to people, and like not only that, but like just how like you get addicted to it, and then they learn so much. Like they get information, like free information about you, and they learn how to like market towards you and like get in your head. They listen to shit. Like, bro, the crazy there's proof of this shit all the time. Like this isn't like this happens all the time. You talk about a product and then the product like shows up on your feed. But this was another example. Like it's kind of an interesting kind of little story, but I was talking with my girlfriend, and she's like she's like, do you know this girl? And I was like, and she says the name, and I was like, oh yeah, like I do know that girl. Like we talked like a couple years back, but like we never met up. But like we were like flirting back and forth with each other. And she's like, I hate this girl. Like she's crazy. Like I'm sorry. Like I'm not trying to be weird, but like can you just like block her, because like I don't like, she doesn't like me and I don't like her, and like she's crazy.
Right.
And I was like, all right, yeah, sure. Like I'll block her. And so I blocked the girl, or no, I hadn't blocked her yet. And we had just had that conversation. And like I've had her on Instagram, and like I hadn't seen her shit forever. Like we just talked a couple times, and then like people, if you follow a lot of people, certain people will just get buried in your feed. You just never see their stuff.
Yeah.
And we'll turn off in a second. And so like I hadn't seen her account in like a long time. And after we had that conversation, about like 45 minutes later, you know how at the top of your Instagram you have those bubbles that are people's stories?
Yeah.
She's the first one.
Oh,
like she's just like we mentioned her name, and then magically now like I'm seeing her stories pop up at the top of my feed. I hadn't seen her shit in ages, and just because she gets brought up, like like I start seeing it, and it's just the weirdest shit. And then the little funny thing about the story is like we end up like I take her to work the next morning, and I'm talking to her, and she's like, yeah, will you block her? I go to block her, and I'm like, this is the girl, right? And she's like, oh no, it's a completely different one with the same name. And I was like, oh shit. And then she shows me the other one. And I was like, oh, that's so weird that you were like talking about one girl with the same name, and I just so happened.
Did she show you a picture?
Not with the first conversation,
okay.
with the second conversation.
And
she's like, you can just block them both though anyway. And I was like, oh,
okay.
But yeah, so it's just your phone will just listen to you, and like
All the time.
And people just kind of accept it. And on that note, there's this crazy like my girl was telling me like, oh, like I just found out about this like crazy app where like, and I still don't fully understand it, but pretty much what it is you download the app, and then like you can get onto it, and it will like play back a conversation from the past that you've had, right? Mm-hmm. So like audio of you having a conversation. So if I had the app, I would get on it like next week, and it might like play back like audio of us talking right now. And the whole basis of the app is that if you have it open it'll just record you all the time and pick up on certain little snippets of conversations and then like save it so that you can like go back and listen to it again. And it's like that's the pretty much the most like obvious like app of like, yeah, you download it and then we record you all the time with your permission
constantly,
and then we'll give you little clips of it because that's fun. But it's like you're pretty much just downloading an app to spy on you the whole time. And it's like, and she showed me an example and it was like, it literally had like, she pulls it up and I'm probably not explaining what the app is like marketed as doing, but it's pretty much supposed to bring up like audio from the past that you didn't take a video of or whatever. And so she pulls it up and shows it to me and it's like audio of me talking to her like 30 minutes ago. And I was like, oh, so it's just an app that just fucking spies on you the whole time.
Perpetuity.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And you don't even have to be in it. You just have to have it open on your
Always
phone.
allowed to track or when it's open.
Yeah, it's like and they try to trick you into thinking it's like, oh, it's this cool little thing, but it's
handy little thing.
Yeah, this handy little spyware.
Are you forgetful?
Yeah.
Sell your stuff.
Remember when
to
you
China.
said this, you dumb bitch?
Yeah,
bitch.
It's like, here, check this app out. Look what it does, and you like play it, and it's like you talking shit about the person.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit.
Oh wow.
Oh shit.
It's like you got to be up at this time. Well, fuck you. Your alarm's fucked now. Remember when you talk shit about me? You fucking.
All right. Well, I know you have to fucking go because you fucking
Geeking off the geek bar.
They're making. We have so many things. We didn't even get. We didn't even get to talk about the future smart bandages.
Oh, bro.
It's like a fucking bandage you put on and it like learns about your body and like helps you heal quicker and shit. It monitors the wound and shit. It monitors the wound and shit.
Like, hey, buddy, clean my house so I go to work.
Right, just like we'll trade off. You know what I mean?
All right, and this is the last.
Like battery operated one that only lasts a certain amount of time.
I'm gonna charge my homie. My bad.
Have you seen these? The
My
military.
bad.
Have you seen the military
Oh, yeah,
jetpack?
those have been out for a minute now.
I see them working on them for a great.
Yeah.
They're just. I saw a video of them like trying them out in the field, bro. It's the weirdest look.
Really interesting.
Like, look at that. Looks like some Halo fucking
That'd be
shit.
sweet to try.
Cool as fuck.
And they're like getting good at using
Have you
them.
seen the dolphin boat or dolphin sub thing where it like jumps out of water? It's a dolphin like jet thing, bro, boat that like hovers above the water and you can go down and like jump out.
Oh,
and, like,
that's crazy.
it goes fast as fuck.
But, like medics are already using the fucking jetpack things. They've like showed an example of this guy like injured at the top of a mountain, and they have to get from the bottom like canyon to the top of the mountain, and it would be like a 3.5 hour like hike there and back. But with the jetpack, they're like there in like 15 minutes. It's like it's being used and shit. But we can get into that at another point. We can also get into the fact that there's like whales and like deep sea fishes beaching themselves because of an anomaly that's happening that's growing in size and is now the size of Africa ever since the solar eclipse. And the water's...
Wait, what is it?
It's some crazy shit, dude. The water in the water in Florida, like the ocean water in Florida is like 95 degrees right now because of some crazy shit that's been going on since like the solar eclipse. And apparently it all started in like Antarctica and it has been growing in size and until now it's like the size of Africa. And it's like causing like whales, like killer whales to beach themselves and like scream in pain and like anglerfish, like the things with the lights on them and shit.
Yeah.
And they're like from the deep sea, like they're all like deep sea life is like trying to get out of the water because some crazy shit's going on. It's weird. Anyway, you got to go to work. So, do you have anything that you want to promote or let the people know about? We just heard some crazy shit that you showed us right before the fucking...
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell the people about.
I know, that's why I'm being low key about it. One day,
That's brand new. The 14th, I'm dropping my song with Dave East and P Nutty called "Losses." That should be everywhere possible, ideally. At the very least, it'll be on Spotify, Amazon, all that good shit. YouTube, everything, SoundCloud, yada yada. Very excited to put that out. I loved Dave East and as Method Man in the Wu-Tang show. I thought he did a fantastic job with that, and I've been a big fan of his music for a long time. So putting this record out, I feel like is going to be fantastic, and this record will be featured on the How to Feel album coming out, what will be next month.
Fire shit.
So,
June confirmed.
Huh?
June confirmed release date.
June 14th for Losses, and then it'll be
I think I'm on a wedding that day.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm going to a wedding on June 14th.
Okay, perfect. Put it
I'll
on
play
the
it there.
section. Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Now it's kind of sad.
What?
The song is kind of sad. Well, it's called Losses, right? And so we're talking about.
This is the one with Dave East?
Yeah. We're talking about things that we've. That's where we kind of hit it off conceptually for the song. We're talking about trying to figure out what we can do. And so the whole thing, the whole project is called How to Feel, right? The whole album that this song is going to be on. This is a single leading up to this album is called How to Feel. And the whole antithesis of what I'm trying to get at is everyone goes through a lot, and no one can tell you how you are supposed to feel about the things that you're forced to deal with. And that's really, every track really goes back to that. I got a couple records on there that are just super. They're sad, but they're just raw and just honest. And I really think that people are going to relate to this shit in just a way that I haven't been able to bring people in before.
It'll be a great presentation of your music and capabilities.
Yeah. It sounds so good. I'm really so proud of myself on the whole thing. And I keep telling people that, I have the official track list together. It's like, it's done. It's finally, the project is done.
Have you announced that track list yet?
No.
We got to debut it on the show when you're ready.
I will. Yeah, absolutely. I will. We could probably do that. I don't want to do it too early, so probably not when we record.
Well, we got a guest coming on next week, so we could do it the episode after.
Perfect. Yeah. Let's space it out like that. Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea. So yeah, let's do that. But yeah, in the meantime, not to get too sidetracked.
That'll actually be getting really close to the release of it.
Should be pretty good then. But fucking June, dear God, yes, June 14th. Me, Dave East, P-Nutty, Losses. Please go stream that shit. Buy you some Scheuneman, man. Fucking please like, comment, subscribe on the pod. Thank y'all for being here, man. Fucking closing remarks. Anybody?
Start a war in the comments,
Let's
free Palestine.
Let's get some algorithm arguments going on. Talk about how you feel about what's going on in the Middle East, or talk about why you hate us or love us, and I'm wearing the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn.
Scheuneman, and then go into the.
I've got the butterfly jeans on, super flexible, super soft, fit you great. I've got some purple jeans that I love, and those jeans are feel super uncomfortable compared to these jeans. No hate, we love purple. We're not trying to throw shade, but just it's the fact of the matter is we have the most fucking comfortable and well-fitting jeans that I've ever fucking seen or worn.
I've noticed you get either one or the other, design or the material. The picture is what I'm talking about.
Like the way you either get to pick between the way it looks or the way it feels, but with us you get both.
Yes, exactly.
Hell yeah, brother. And right now I've got the butterfly outfit on, and it was took it out last night. Got a lot of nice comments, people loving it. I loved it. Scheunemanbrand.com for everything Scheuneman. You can learn about us as a brand. You can learn about the collection. Check out the lookbook. You can buy stuff. Free shipping on orders over $150. Meaning you could get yourself you could get the cargo joggers and a fucking t-shirt, and then free shipping with it, and some stickers and nice packaging. We appreciate you guys watching up to this point, and make sure you tune in this week, next week, and every week after. And for the love of God, go get yourself something nice. You will not regret it. We put a lot of hard work into this, and I think soon we'll have an episode where we once again get back into reminding people what this collection and what this brand is about, because I think not enough people know, and we got to remind them. But you can read all about that on Scheunemanbrand.com. Go check it out.
Yeah,
link
sister,
in the description.
Dad, your brother, and your mom.
And we had a great time this week. Yeah. Make sure that you love you. And,
love you.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Wu-Tang forever.